If you are in your senior year, stop doing these 7 things right now. Good morning and welcome back. It is imperative that you pause your current activities and lend your complete and undivided attention to what I am about to share. The information I am about to present holds the potential to fundamentally and irrevocably alter the course of the remainder of your life. My name is Dr. Daniel Hayes, and over the span of more than 2 decades, during my tenure as a physician with a specialization in geriatric medicine and longevity research, I have had the distinct privilege of engaging with thousands of patients in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. Through these countless interactions, I have observed a recurring pattern of detrimental choices, simple errors in judgment that, unbeknownst to them, are silently eroding their vitality, their cognitive sharpness, their cherished independence, and the very essence of their joy. What is perhaps most poignant and, frankly, heartbreaking about this situation is that these individuals were never informed that their habits were, in fact, detrimental. Today, that paradigm shifts. I need this message to resonate clearly with you. A monumental study, meticulously conducted and published by the esteemed National Institute on Aging, meticulously tracked the health trajectories of over 12,000 adults aged between 60 and 85 over a rigorous 10-year period. The findings that emerged from this extensive research were nothing short of astonishing. Participants who made the conscious decision to eliminate just 3 specific daily practices were found to be a staggering 61% less likely to experience a significant decline in their physical capabilities. Furthermore, their likelihood of developing cognitive impairment was reduced by an impressive 47%. Perhaps most remarkably, these individuals reported a quality of life that was nearly double that of their peers. Double, a profound and impactful difference. It is crucial to note that a substantial number of these individuals implemented these life-altering changes well into their 70s. This underscores a vital truth. It is genuinely never too late to make a positive impact on your health and well-being. Before we delve into the complete enumeration of these impactful changes, I wish to offer a compelling preview. The foremost item on today's agenda is something that a vast majority of seniors engage in reflexively, almost unconsciously, every single morning. It is a habit so deeply ingrained in our societal fabric that most medical professionals have never even advised their patients to reconsider it. Therefore, I urge you to remain engaged until the very conclusion of this discussion, as the revelation of the #1 habit may very well leave you profoundly surprised. However, before we embark on this enlightening journey, I would like to pose a personal question to you. Please share your current age in the comment section below, and more importantly, tell me, what is the single health habit of which you are most proud in your senior years? I personally review every single comment submitted to this channel. Your insights are invaluable, serving as a constant source of inspiration for the topics I choose to cover, and in turn, inspiring each other within this growing community. Therefore, please take a moment, leave your comment, and let us collectively cultivate this supportive environment. Now, let us proceed with our countdown, moving from number 7 to number 1, with each item ranked in order of importance, culminating in a habit that possesses truly life-changing potential. Our 7th impactful habit involves the practice of consuming 3 large meals per day. This dietary pattern may appear entirely benign, a conventional approach of 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, a regimen ingrained from childhood, perpetuated by nutritional guidelines, and followed by most individuals throughout their lives. However, what these ubiquitous pamphlets often fail to disclose is the profound physiological shifts that occur within the human body after the age of 65. Your digestive system undergoes a significant deceleration. The production of gastric acid can decrease by as much as 40%, the output of essential digestive enzymes diminishes, and your gut's capacity to efficiently absorb nutrients from substantial food volumes is noticeably impaired. Consequently, when you present your digestive system with a large meal, it is no longer processing sustenance with the same youthful efficiency it possessed in your 40s. Researchers at the Longevity Institute at the University of Southern California have published compelling findings demonstrating that seniors who transition to a pattern of 4 to 5 smaller, nutrient-dense meals strategically spaced throughout the day exhibited a remarkable 34% improvement in protein synthesis and a significant 28% reduction in systemic inflammation markers within a mere 12 weeks. Consider your digestive system beyond the age of 70 as a finely tuned, albeit smaller, engine. It does not necessarily require less fuel, but rather it necessitates that fuel be delivered in smaller, more manageable, and more frequent batches to ensure optimal and efficient combustion. I recall a patient, Margaret, a sprightly 74-year-old from Tucson, Arizona, who presented with profound exhaustion, persistent bloating after every meal, and a deep-seated conviction that something was seriously amiss with her health. Upon a thorough review of her dietary habits, it became evident that she was consuming a modest breakfast, followed by an overwhelmingly large dinner, a dietary pattern that is actually one of the most disadvantageous for aging bodies. We consequently restructured her eating schedule to incorporate 5 smaller meals distributed throughout the day, each rich in protein and healthy fats. Within 2 months, her energy levels had undergone a dramatic transformation. She optimistically reported feeling as though she had regained a decade of her life. The practical implementation of this advice is refreshingly straightforward. Strive to consume meals every 3 to 4 hours. Each of these meals should ideally contain a minimum of 25 to 30 grams of protein. This is critically important because, after the age of 70, your body requires a higher protein intake per pound of body weight compared to your 30s. This phenomenon is attributed to a biological process known as anabolic resistance, wherein your muscles become less adept at efficiently responding to and utilizing protein. Therefore, it is imperative to provide them with a more substantial supply to optimize their function. To further enhance nutrient absorption, pair each meal with a small portion of healthy fats, such as olive oil or avocado. These fats are instrumental in facilitating the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, which are absolutely essential for maintaining robust bone health and a resilient immune system. Moving on to our 6th habit, we address the practice of indulging in prolonged hot showers daily. I anticipate a degree of apprehension regarding this particular recommendation, but I implore you to persevere, as the scientific rationale behind it is genuinely fascinating. Once you fully grasp the physiological impact that prolonged hot water exposure has on your skin and circulatory system, particularly after the age of 65, your perception of your daily shower will undoubtedly transform. As our bodies age, the production of natural skin oils significantly diminishes. The sebaceous glands responsible for this vital lubrication undergo a period of reduced activity. Concurrently, the skin's protective barrier becomes thinner and more susceptible to damage, and its inherent ability to retain moisture declines dramatically. Hot water, especially when applied for extended durations, systematically strips away the remaining lipid layer of the skin, leading to a condition known as transepidermal water loss. In simpler terms, this process effectively dehydrates your skin from the inside out. A comprehensive study conducted by dermatologists at Johns Hopkins University revealed that individuals over the age of 65 who habitually took hot showers lasting longer than 10 minutes exhibited a 52% higher incidence of chronic dry skin conditions, an elevated propensity for inflammatory skin responses, and quite importantly, a demonstrably weakened immune barrier within the skin itself. However, the implications for seniors are particularly noteworthy. Hot showers cause a rapid dilation of blood vessels, which, in turn, precipitates a sudden and often significant drop in blood pressure. After the age of 70, your cardiovascular system's inherent capacity to effectively compensate for these abrupt fluctuations in pressure is considerably diminished. This physiological response is a principal, yet frequently underreported, contributor to instances of dizziness and falls within the bathroom environment among the senior population. The bathroom, regrettably, holds the statistical distinction of being the most perilous room in the home for individuals aged 65 and above, and the temperature of the shower emerges as a stealthy contributing factor. The solution, however, is not to forego showering altogether. Instead, the recommendation is to adjust the water temperature to warm rather than hot, and to limit the duration of your showers to 8 minutes or less. Immediately following your shower, while your skin is still faintly damp, apply a moisturizer rich in ceramides. This will effectively seal in moisture and bolster the skin's natural barrier. To further support your circulation, consider concluding your shower with approximately 30 seconds of cool water. This technique, known as contrast hydrotherapy, has demonstrated in research from the University of Oregon to enhance vascular tone and alleviate feelings of fatigue the following day in older adults. Our fifth point addresses a particularly hazardous misconception: avoiding resistance training due to joint pain. This is one of the most pervasive and damaging myths I encounter in my professional practice, and it is actively costing seniors valuable years of functional independence. The intuitive notion that if your knees ache or your hips are sore, the logical course of action is to rest and avoid exercise, while seemingly sound on a superficial level, is directly contradicted by scientific evidence. Your muscles and bones engage in a vital symbiotic relationship. When muscles weaken, they inadvertently place increased stress on the joints rather than alleviating it. Circumventing resistance training after the age of 65 accelerates a process known as sarcopenia, which is the age-related deterioration and loss of muscle mass. Beyond the age of 70, the body can shed as much as 3% of its muscle mass annually in the absence of dedicated resistance training. By the time individuals reach their 80s, many sedentary seniors have lost a substantial 30% to 40% of the muscle mass they possessed in their 50s. This loss extends far beyond mere aesthetics. This muscle tissue is fundamentally responsible for maintaining an upright posture, preventing falls, regulating metabolic functions, and preserving bone density. A groundbreaking study emanating from Tufts University meticulously tracked adults aged between 72 and 98 who consistently participated in progressive resistance training twice a week. Within just 10 weeks, participants demonstrated an average increase in strength of a remarkable 113%, coupled with improvements in balance, a faster walking gait, and, in several instances, a reduction in joint pain rather than an exacerbation. The researchers compellingly concluded that it was frailty itself, not the mere passage of age, that constituted the primary issue, and crucially, that frailty is indeed a reversible condition. I had the distinct pleasure of working with a gentleman named Harold, an 81-year-old resident of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Harold had arrived at my practice with the firm conviction that his body was rapidly deteriorating. His knee pain had become so debilitating that he had relinquished walking more than a single block. We initiated a tailored, chair-based resistance program for him, utilizing light resistance bands and engaging in sessions just twice a week for approximately 20 minutes each. Within a span of 4 months, Harold was joyfully embarking on a mile-long walk every single morning. He expressed with profound gratitude that he had not experienced such a sense of freedom in over 15 years. For those beginning this journey, it is advisable to commence with seated resistance exercises, employing light resistance bands, or even your own body weight. Focus on engaging the major muscle groups, including the quadriceps, gluteal muscles, and the muscles of the back. A synergistic strategy to amplify the benefits of resistance training involves consuming your protein-rich meal within 30 minutes following your workout. This post-exercise window represents a critical period during which your muscles are most receptive to amino acid uptake. For seniors grappling with anabolic resistance, adherence to this timing is not merely advisable. It is essential for optimal muscle recovery and growth. Our fourth significant habit to reevaluate is the practice of exclusively relying on reading glasses and subsequently neglecting vision training. Here lies a crucial piece of information that many eye care professionals may not convey. Just as muscles respond to exercise, so too does vision. The lens of the eye, along with the ciliary muscles that meticulously control its focus, naturally weaken with age. This condition is medically termed presbyopia, which is essentially the age-related decline in the ability to focus on near objects. Most individuals, upon noticing this change, simply opt for progressively stronger reading glasses, resigned to the belief that this visual deterioration is an inevitable and irreversible consequence of aging. However, it is imperative to remember that the ciliary muscles are, in fact, muscles, and like all muscles, they can be strengthened. Research published in the esteemed journal Scientific Reports, conducted by a team at the University of California, Riverside, demonstrated that individuals over 60 who engaged in 30 minutes of daily near-to-far focusing exercises in conjunction with ensuring adequate intake of lutein and zeaxanthin experienced measurable improvements in their reading speed and visual clarity within a matter of weeks. While this form of training may not entirely eliminate the need for glasses, it can significantly decelerate the progression of presbyopia and, over time, reduce your dependency. Beyond the lens itself, the brain's intricate visual processing centers also experience a natural slowing with age. After the age of 70, your contrast sensitivity, your ability to discern objects from their backgrounds, particularly in low-light conditions, can diminish by up to 27%. This decline is a primary driver of falls in dimly illuminated environments. Engaging in daily vision exercises, ensuring an adequate intake of zinc and vitamin A, and optimizing your home's lighting are all evidence-based strategies that are unfortunately overlooked by many seniors. This juncture presents a valuable opportunity to acknowledge the contributions of this channel. If you have ever encountered information here that your physician may have overlooked, please consider taking a brief moment to click the subscribe button and bestow a like upon this video. Such actions genuinely assist us in reaching a greater number of seniors who stand to benefit from this vital information, and it incurs absolutely no cost to you. Returning to our countdown, our third habit concerns sleeping for more than 9 hours or frequently resorting to sleep aids. This particular point often elicits surprise as we are consistently reminded of the restorative and healing powers of sleep. However, the intricate relationship between sleep and the aging process is far more nuanced than commonly perceived, and mismanaging this vital aspect of our lives is silently undermining the brain health of millions of seniors. A comprehensive, large-scale study conducted by Harvard Medical School, which followed over 14,000 adults for an 8-year period, revealed a striking correlation. Seniors who habitually slept for more than 9 hours per night exhibited a 46% higher risk of cognitive decline compared to those who maintained a sleep duration of 7 to 8 hours. This phenomenon is not attributable to the inherent harmfulness of sleep itself, but rather it signifies that chronically extended sleep is frequently an indicator of poor sleep quality rather than truly restorative rest. This subpar sleep, characterized by fragmented sleep cycles, diminished deep sleep stages, and insufficient REM sleep, fails to effectively clear the metabolic waste products that accumulate in the brain on a daily basis. The brain possesses a remarkable endogenous cleansing mechanism known as the glymphatic system. Envision it as a nocturnal sanitation crew that diligently navigates the brain, meticulously removing debris, including amyloid plaques, which are intimately associated with the development of Alzheimer's disease. However, the glymphatic system functions optimally only during the deepest stages of sleep and is most active during the initial 6 to 7 hours of slumber. Consequently, spending 9 or 10 hours in bed often translates to numerous hours spent in light, fragmented sleep, rendering the critical brain cleaning process ineffective. Regarding sleep aids, including over-the-counter medications that contain diphenhydramine, the research findings are profoundly concerning. A a study published in JAMA Internal Medicine established a significant association between the regular use of anticholinergic sleep aids and an elevated risk of dementia in older adults. These medications possess the ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, disrupt the function of acetylcholine, a critical neurotransmitter essential for memory and cognitive processes, and, with repeated usage, can induce lasting alterations in brain chemistry. I had a patient, Dorothy, a 78-year-old woman from Portland, Oregon. Dorothy was consistently sleeping for 10 hours each night, yet still awakened feeling profoundly exhausted. For 3 years, she had been relying on a common sleep aid. Upon conducting cognitive assessments, we observed a subtle but steady decline in her scores. We guided her through a gradual weaning process from the medication, established a strict 7-hour sleep window, introduced magnesium glycinate as a pre-sleep supplement, and diligently addressed her overall sleep hygiene. Within 4 months, her cognitive scores showed marked improvement, her energy levels surged, and she expressed that the pervasive mental fog she had experienced for years had finally begun to dissipate. If you find yourself struggling with sleep, a primary focus should be on establishing consistent sleep and wake times 7 days a week. Aim for a cool room temperature, ideally between 65 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. It is also advisable to abstain from screen usage for at least 60 minutes prior to bedtime and to consider taking 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate approximately 30 minutes before sleep. Complementing this with chamomile or passion flower tea can provide a synergistic effect, naturally supporting GABA, the brain's primary inhibitory neurotransmitter, without the perilous side effects associated with pharmaceutical sleep aids. Our second critically important habit to reevaluate is the practice of consuming less water due to a diminished sense of thirst. This particular issue may represent the most overlooked and underestimated health crisis affecting seniors globally today. The insidious nature of this problem lies precisely in its invisibility. You are often unaware that it is occurring. Let us examine the underlying biological mechanisms. As we advance in age, the hypothalamus, the region of the brain responsible for regulating thirst, gradually becomes less sensitive. By the age of 70, a significant proportion of adults experience a markedly blunted thirst response, meaning it is entirely possible to be clinically dehydrated without experiencing any sensation of thirst. Your body's natural warning system, which once reliably signaled the need for hydration, is no longer functioning with its previous acuity. A study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that as many as 40% of community-dwelling seniors aged 70 and above are experiencing chronic mild dehydration, and they remain entirely unaware of this condition. You might reasonably question the significance of mild dehydration. The consequences, regrettably, are profound. Even mild chronic dehydration in seniors has been linked to a 30% increase in urinary tract infections, which are a leading cause of sudden cognitive decline and hospitalization among the elderly. It elevates the risk of developing kidney stones, exacerbates constipation, and can lead to dangerous concentrations of medications in the bloodstream, as many commonly prescribed drugs are water-soluble and require adequate hydration to maintain therapeutic blood levels. Furthermore, it directly impairs cognitive function. Research conducted at King's College London has demonstrated that even a 1% to 2% reduction in body water, which is imperceptible, can lead to measurable decrements in short-term memory, concentration, and reaction time in older adults. The skin, the joints, the intervertebral discs that cushion your spine, and the eyes, all of these vital structures depend on adequate hydration to function optimally. After the age of 75, your kidney's capacity to concentrate urine significantly diminishes, meaning you excrete a larger proportion of water relative to your intake. Consequently, you require more fluid than you might intuitively believe to maintain proper physiological balance. The recommended daily intake for most seniors is a minimum of 6 to 8 cups of water, consumed consistently throughout the day rather than in large, infrequent volumes. A practical and effective strategy is to maintain a visible 32-ounce water bottle within your line of sight at all times, and to commit to emptying it twice before the end of the day. To enhance cellular absorption, consider adding a small pinch of Himalayan salt or a sugar-free electrolyte supplement to 1 glass of water daily. Complement this with the consumption of hydrating foods, with particular emphasis on cucumbers, watermelon, and leafy green vegetables, as these provide structured water that is absorbed more efficiently than plain water alone. And now we arrive at the moment you have been anticipating. Number 1. The single habit that nearly every senior engages in, almost as a reflex each morning, and which is quietly undermining their health, their cognitive function, and their hard-won independence. This habit is none other than sitting down within 30 minutes of waking. I acknowledge that this revelation may be unexpected. Let us delve into the scientific evidence, which is truly remarkable. The human body possesses a natural phenomenon known as the cortisol awakening response. In the initial 30 to 45 minutes following arousal from sleep, cortisol, your body's primary stress and alertness hormone, experiences a natural surge, escalating by 50% to 100% above its baseline levels. This physiological cascade essentially functions as your body's internal alarm clock, meticulously preparing your cardiovascular system, your brain, and your muscles for the day's anticipated activities. For seniors, this specific post-awakening window represents one of the most potent biological events of the entire day. When you remain sedentary immediately after waking, whether you are seated with your morning coffee at the breakfast table or lounging on the sofa watching television, you inadvertently signal to your body that the day's physical demands have already been met and are, in essence, concluded. Research conducted by the University of Queensland, published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, analyzed the activity patterns of over 5,000 adults aged 65 and above. The study discovered that individuals who maintained a sedentary lifestyle during the first hour after waking exhibited significantly higher rates of metabolic syndrome, cardiovascular events, and cognitive decline over a subsequent 5-year follow-up period, irrespective of their exercise habits later in the day. However, the underlying mechanism that renders this habit particularly critical for aging bodies is even more profound. During this morning surge, cortisol acts as a natural anti-inflammatory agent. It helps to alleviate joint stiffness, clears any residual inflammation in your tissues that may have accumulated during sleep, and primes your muscles for optimal engagement. When you remain stationary throughout this crucial window, the cortisol has no functional outlet. It circulates within your system without fulfilling its intended physiological purpose. Chronically misused cortisol is directly linked to increased visceral fat accumulation, a decline in bone density, and a compromised immune response. Furthermore, the 30 to 45-minute period immediately following waking is when your muscles exhibit their greatest sensitivity to movement-induced signals that promote growth and repair. Scientific inquiry from Maastricht University in the Netherlands has demonstrated that even light physical activity undertaken shortly after waking can significantly enhance muscle protein synthesis rates throughout the entire day in adults over 65, even when the morning movement is gentle and brief. We are referring to simple actions such as a 10-minute slow-paced walk, gentle stretching, standing exercises, or any form of light movement that gently awakens the body in accordance with its natural design. I wish to share the experience of Robert, a 77-year-old gentleman from Nashville, Tennessee. Robert had been retired for 12 years and had established a deeply ingrained morning routine. Wake up, prepare coffee, settle into his recliner, watch the morning news for an hour, and then proceed to breakfast. He reported a profound lack of energy energy, persistent morning joint aches that lingered for the first 2 hours of the day, and a pervasive mental fogginess that typically did not lift until well into the afternoon. His laboratory results indicated elevated inflammatory markers, pre-diabetic blood glucose levels, and testosterone levels that were lower than expected for his age. We implemented a single transformative change. For a period of 21 days, Robert committed to a 10-minute walk outdoors within 15 minutes of waking, preceding his coffee, his recliner, and his television. Following this morning activity, he would then enjoy his breakfast and coffee and engage in his daily activities as usual. Within 3 weeks, Robert contacted my office, and his words remain etched in my memory. He exclaimed, "Dr. Hayes, I feel as though someone has turned a light back on inside me." His morning joint stiffness had markedly diminished, his energy levels throughout the day had significantly improved, and his fasting glucose readings had decreased. A single change, a mere 10 minutes, sustained for 21 days. The synergistic complement to this habit is natural light exposure. The moment you step outdoors or stand near a brightly lit window during your morning movement, you initiate a serotonin release that is perfectly synchronized with the cortisol awakening response. This powerful combination effectively sets your circadian rhythm for the entire day, enhances nighttime melatonin production, stabilizes your mood, and has been demonstrably shown in multiple studies to reduce the risk of seasonal depression in older adults. The integration of morning movement with morning light represents one of the most potent, cost-free, and side-effect-free interventions available within the entire field of longevity medicine. Yet it is a strategy that is conspicuously absent from most health discussions. All references to the studies cited in this discussion are provided in the description below, and I strongly encourage you to review them. Now, allow me to bring this message into sharp focus for you. This is not merely a discourse on biology and statistical data. This is about your life. It is about whether you will spend the ensuing decade observing it passively from a chair, or whether you will be actively present, capable, independent, and vibrantly alive in every room you enter. I have witnessed patients in their late 80s not only reverse conditions that their previous physicians had deemed irreversible, but also experience a resurgence of vitality. I have observed individuals who could barely traverse a parking lot transform into regular walkers within a matter of months. I have seen cognitive clarity return to those who had begun to harbor a palpable fear of their own minds. In every single one of these transformative instances, the pivotal turning point was not a medication, not a surgical procedure, not a miraculous intervention. It was quite simply information. The right information, applied with consistent dedication. You now possess that crucial information. These 7 habits represent actionable changes that incur no financial cost, require no prescription, and can be initiated today. Your body is not failing you, it is responding to the inputs it receives. By altering these inputs, you will be astounded by the remarkable capacity that your incredible human body still possesses. If this video has reached you at a moment of genuine need, if something within its message has resonated with your current life circumstances, please do not hesitate to share it with a loved one who could benefit from hearing it. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, consider this your personal invitation. We diligently publish new, research-backed content every week, meticulously designed for adults over 60 who steadfastly refuse to accept that decline is an inevitable outcome, because it is not. Subscribe, activate the notification bell, and join a vibrant community of individuals who are consciously choosing to live their lives to the fullest at every age. And now I am eager to hear from you. In the comment section below, please share your thoughts. Which of these 7 habits will you commit to addressing first? And conversely, what is one change you have already implemented in your senior years that has yielded a truly significant positive difference? I will be meticulously reading every single response, and your personal journey may very well serve as the inspiration for our next video. Please take good care of yourselves. I look forward to seeing you in our next discussion.